Prepare for battle!
Profitable engagement.
This. "30 seconds to battle!"
It looks really strong, and it doesn't look like they really need to slow down at all. Well, I mean, I see a Terrorblade Invoker. These two heroes, they take some time. They take time to really ramp up, and I feel like you can definitely get run over. And I feel like they got counterpicked, right? You picked Pango. There's a Bloodseeker and a Grimstroke on one side.
It's a bit of a nightmare, Pango. It's going to be half before it.
Yeah.
So we'll see the bounties coming in. Pullison trying to find the Fisher. Already Miracle's in range, but he's going to get tossed back down to low ground. Now turns over towards RR. They'll still get Yaha by the looks of it. They look to block him off, take him down. First blood for Fareb. So they get the kill up there. Obviously having to use the meta very early. We'll still have it for a creep wave or so. If anything, wasn't really needed in the end to actually get the kill. The rest of T1 were able to find it.
Yeah, I mean, gets them off to a good start, but that's going to hurt him a little bit now versus Centaur. Okay, the Oracle will at least go down. Good.
Yeah, he's going to need it, because otherwise Miracles... I mean, how does this lane go? Because you've got high armor on the Terrorblade, and I guess as a center, most of your harassment early on is retaliate. Do you go for some sort of different build-up because you favor the magic nukes against the Terrorblade with the skills?
Maybe he might go for something like a 1-2-2. You still want to have your retaliate points, though. It's just way too good of an ability.
Yeah,
he might go for
just
some more
to hit towers.
Yeah, and maybe like just with some rotation or something, he'll change some type of decision. We'll have to see what Yaha really wants to do on the Tiny, because I think he's mostly just going to be mirroring and follow around Pelosin. As we see them messing with each other a little bit here.
And this in the mid lane matchup, Quap versus Invoker. How would you say this normally goes? I guess as the Quap you have got the better right click, but as the Invoker you're going to have points in quads right, so the harass from the Shadow Strike isn't too frustrating to deal with, is it?
You're very low armor though, and you're playing versus Queen of Pain, who has pretty good armor and good attack animation and everything. So you get bullied a little bit. Like once you get the second point in Shadow Strike, it makes for a tough lane for the Invoker. In your dream though, first two waves is doing fantastic.
Top lane, Paulson is able to get the creeps to meet here between the tier 1s and the tier 2s. Fareb also heading over to try and deal with Yaha, who came over to start trying to deny and take back control of this. Fareb with the body, he's also able to find the proc. He's got the backup of RR though. Turns with the stroke of fate, trying to push Yaha. He's able to step in and take the courier. Fareb jumps in aggressively with the swashbuckle. They're still on top of the Tiny, and they will get that kill. They'll turn over towards RR. He's going to go for the TP out. Do they have anything to cancel it? No, Fisher was not quite back in time. So he'll manage to make it away. They lose the Tiny, but got the courier.
Okay, so I guess they're looking to keep a tri-lane kind of up here. They're giving most of that experience to Palos, but interesting to see that he...
Not quite able to find the initiation that he'd hoped for.
Now he's at level 2, so it should be quite a bit easier to at least set up those tossbacks. As you know, tossback only 850 range, level 1. It's not the easiest.
Still has enough mana for one more go with it all. Trying to get a few hits on to Yokan. The mid matchup continuing to be very close between these two. As expected, Quaswex is going to be the play for Indie Dream, and I imagine he will be the one to to go for the Urn and Vessel this game for his lineup.
Yeah, it's a bit surprising to see Ben Hur goes for the 2 points in Scream over 2 points in Shadow Strike. I feel like you kind of just need the Shadow Strike to do your big harassment onto the Invoker's bottom. Yeah, a couple kills.
They'll take that trade. I mean, Execration, they tried to move it aggressively, get the kill onto the Oracle. Miracle, he had Metamorphosis ready to go. He trades back, takes out Tiny. Ends up equalize the situation there. Miracle's farm continuing to go very nicely here. They're having a much better time than BHM is. The backup of the Oracle certainly helping as Miracle's 24 for 4 on the CF.
Oh, the rune! He actually gets the deny onto the Arcane Rune from Ben Hur.
Playing aggressive now. Hollison's coming in with the rotation. He's going to have to Fisher to lock this down. He's able to catch Ben Hur with the tip and sets up for the kill for In Your Dreams. So this mid lane is very close. Nails it with the rotation in.
That was I don't know. That was that looked like a frustrated move by the Queen of Pain. It's like, you tornado and killed my Arcane Rune. I'm gonna blink onto your high ground blindly and try to kill you. Like that was actually very insane to me from Ben Hur.
Sure, because he's never gonna get that kill, is he?
No, and he saw the Shaker rotating in from above.
Dude, this guy's wild. He just comes into lane, just blinks straight up. I love it. I mean, he's gonna take a full combo again as soon as he jumps into this. So half the mana gone and most of his HP. Yeah, it's Ben Hur. He's mad. He's getting angry in this mid lane.
Yeah, definitely over-aggressive there by him. But I'm still gotta go back to that Shadow Strike point. I feel like when you don't go for this build, you're pretty much you're not gonna be that like lane punisher now, where Queen of Pain is her best. She tends to punish a lot of lanes. Now you kind of just gave Invoker an even / pretty good matchup for him. So I feel like that just benefits T1 a ton, because now there's Invoker who can move around the map very quickly in the game and match any of Queen of Pain's movements because of the start.
See eyes on mid again, Paulison. Staying in range, ready with a fish.
Direst elements are pelting Radiant.
I guess I imagine Benner's logic on max out screen is that it's going to be more effective for rotating when he hits the 6, right? Having that higher amount in the burst to just guarantee a kill onto the terror, leave less opportunities for something that's going into play.
Yeah, I mean, it always has better. I'm just thinking what I've seen recently. All these players are going like 3 points now in the Shadow Strike, even. They're all about they're all about the lane. They're about to dominate that lane, and then you'll get your points back later, and you'll be able to catch your farm back up.
See on the runes. Again, Benner's not going to be happy. Paulison comes in, takes that double damage rune away, so Benner won't be able to get that refill off the bottle once more. This time, 4F's going to be the one heading over to mid. He's hit the 6, so he's ready to get involved with the rest of the team. Stampede's going to be popped as bottom lane. BHM has to run Paulison. He's in with the Fisher.
Beautiful.
Purifying Flames. It's going to be enough. Yeah, Paulison making some excellent moves this game. 1-0-4 on the Shaker. He's shaking them up. Do the Rolling Thunder. If he gets one more connection, he may just have this. The Fairy Fire comes into play. Tornado out from In Your Dream, clips onto the 2 of them. Ben Hur will just survive. Not quite enough damage to kill him off, but again, it's time where Ben Hur's going to have to return to base. In Your Dream's able to hold this favourable position in mid, continue to have the advantage in this matchup.
That would give me a little bit of a scare if I was on the side of Execration, because I'd be like, oh my god, it's 6 minutes in. Pango was set up for a gank in mid, and he's level 6 already. That's very surprising to see him getting that so early on. I mean, they did get the couple kills, but that's always you just gave a Pango a very good start in this game too. So 2 lanes that are supposed to be kind of weak for T1, and they've ended up quite positive in them. That Pango as well as that Invoker.
In front of this as well, look, Forever, he's going to go straight for the Vlad. There's no sort of javelin, no mech. He feels the benefit of getting that life steal online for his TB in the fights.
Sounds fine to me. I've been seeing that more so on these Pangos, just all about the auras. And just making sure that their one carry has... I mean, I've seen a lot more 4 protect 1 kind of strategies coming out recently, right? Where they just amplify that one super carry. So, yeah, that seems to be the style. And they have the Invoker anyway, so they have the, alacrity for him to go absolutely crazy later on.
Radiant's bottom tower.
See down bottom, Paulison. And a nice little spot here. They did come hunting from him in the trees. TPs are going to come through. As Execration have to be careful how long they stick around. As In Your Dream already charging forward, looking for a catch. Heart. Looks like he may be the suspect, but actually the combo, it's Swift. The EMP does still connect, and they'll get the kill. I didn't need to hit the tornado, so he didn't. They get the kill anyway. As Heart goes down.
And he's rushed the phase boots, so he can move around the map faster. It's going to hurt him a little because he doesn't have the Urn as early on, but, I mean, phase boots are, of course, just always super good if you're able to make these aggressive moves, as he can make another one bottom.
Same time, Miracle's getting gone on. They've sundered him, but ruptured him. Miracle's able to turn though with the sunder, and he just walks away from the entire gang. Yaha's come through. They want to dive this tower. As you say, at the same time, the kills there for In Your Dream on the bottom lane, as most of XctN's resources were put into this play mid. But a rupture is just countered immediately by the sunder. Miracle just standing his ground, walking it off, and back to farming he goes with no interruption.
And now they can't continue forward because the rotations from bottom will come in. Yep, nice movements so far here by T1. And then they also just leave Pelosin bottom, who you said is having a spectacular game, 106, part of those 7 of 8 kills. He can maybe get some farm down here for himself too to get that early blink. He's gonna need some help though. Centaur is already walking back up. If he shows his face, he's gonna die.
Yeah. I think pressure as well on Palos to get something done with the next rupture, as the last few times he's just not been able to set up for a kill. Miracle's just going to continue to farm at a slightly faster rate, as the Bloodseeker is going to need to hunt down some action. He's moving down bottom to join forces with RRPHM as they look to finish off this tier 1 tower, and they should get it, but the trades are going to be made in the top lane for Rev. He's going to be able to pick up a kill on top of it as well. In fact, Yokam's going to be there with a kill secure. Fine Flames takes down the Tiny. This is space for T1 to get that tier 1 trade, as both teams take opposite halves of the map.
T1 to get the tier 1 trade. I like that.
It's in the name. And with those towers going down, In Your Dream's going to have the end.
Yeah, he's going to
for the recipe go.
And outpost. Oh, the fissure. Beautiful fissure.
Oh, did he stop it in time?
He stopped him.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good, this guy. Yeah. I'm liking the Shaker play so far. Very nicely done, man. He's getting a lovely bit of space down here. He's going to hit 6. He's halfway towards the Blink Dagger.
For Dire's top tower.
He's a happy little Shaker right now.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be a really good timing for him. They're up to a fantastic start. Like we said, their lineup is a bit greedier, and them winning this first 10 minutes, I feel like it's pretty terrifying if you're in XctN's position, because you're all about that early game, you're all about that early aggression, and now you're giving a lineup a head start.
Yeah,
Yaha
every
having
minute
a real rough game. Yeah.
This Miracle Terrorblade is just getting a little bit further ahead of the Palos Bloodseeker.
And he's just, he's going to farm way faster. Even when the Maelstrom is coming online, he still has some time, but just nature of the hero, he's going to farm at that much faster of a pace. So they have to find some type of way to start setting up some better ganks here with the Grimstroke, with the Centaur. I think they have to start pushing the issue a little bit forward here.
And they're not going to make a... let's see who they can catch.
They're going to try. They're at least at aggressive positioning here. They've got a...
The wall got taken down immediately by Yokan.
Oh, yep.
That makes it very hard for them to really get in XctN. They're just all in this jungle, ready to try and explode onto one of T1's heroes, but T1 are playing it so smart. It's positioning around mid, Yokam keeping In Your Dream, as well as Miracle safe, as he knows that he's standing in between where XctN are on the map and his very important carries. Bottom lane, Paulson, he's pretty much got the blink done. He was just happily farming under the tier 2, and still XctN unable to make a move there.
And they found the best, one of the, Arcane Ring and Mango Tree for me are the 2 best items you can get on Earthshaker. They got the Mango Tree. So now he's like, yeah, I can actually just go for this Rush Blink Dagger, not worry about any type of mana pool issues or anything, because I had triple Mango always. So right back to the bottom lane for him. They're forcing in top lane to keep it under the tower. And this is a gorgeous pace of the game here for T1. Oh yeah.
All 3 cores are just in that slightly sweeter spot. The numbers, it's not that different. It's only 2k in it. But it's just, as you say, with the lineup that XctN have, they can't really afford to be slipping behind early. As you look at the draft, and you'd expect these heroes to be able to be much more impactful than they have been so far. It's top. Here we go. Find the jump onto Yokan. They're in. He's silenced. The stun will connect. They get themselves the Oracle, but immediately Forever into the trees. Everybody else is out of there. It's a 4-man move. They only get Yokam's Oracle, so still not really enough to break this advantage that T1's holding right now.
Yeah, I thought Yaha was actually going to go straight for Forever there, just beeline to him, because you have the numbers. You know you want to go for the bigger kill there. Yes, so unfortunate for them, they only get the 1. They at least get a ward taken out, and they reclaim their outpost, and get to at least push them out of that top area. So now they get a little bit more breathing room and freedom. And Palos is, he's taking it. He's still got that Maelstrom finished up. But the blink is done. 13 minutes.
So now T1, for the most part, they've just been playing the farm game. Now they can actually look to get aggressive themselves. I mean, even if they feel the pressure to, you know, as it's going, I'm sure Pollison's more than happy to just sort of sit back, sit behind his carries and just wait for XctN to make the jump.
I mean, he's almost level 9 as well on the Shaker. That's pretty insane. He has max aftershock and almost 3 points in the Fissure now soon too. That's gonna make this next team fight for XctN so hard.
Yeah, this combo is gonna hurt if Pollison can get the jump. So coming in with the smoke.
Radiant's
Courier
bottom tower is under attack.
They reveal themselves to get the courier, actually. With that in mind, they're trying to get out the rest of them, but already the stun connection onto RR. They're going on multiple heroes at the same time as they also find the jump onto Palos. Slipping over with the swashbuckle, they'll trap him in the trees. And T1, they'll get a courier and they'll get a kill for In Your Dream. Now 5-0-0 on the Evoker, that's pretty much the money to get the vessel complete. Things continuing to go very, very nicely for T1 this game.
It looks like they both did the same exact move, right? Like XctN did that exact same smoke up top, but they only got the one support. While you can see T1, they had a priority, especially Pelosin. He was like, yes, you guys got that support up top, but I'm going for the Bloodseeker. So he made sure that he got the bigger target, and he didn't have to use Echo, so they can go again. They can just look for another fight here.
I mean, the Kuja Yokam's got the second smoke. They want to pop it and move out. Metamorphosis, it is ready for Miracle if he wants to join in too. He's going to pop it, start putting some pressure onto the tier 1 tower. It's at the 15-minute mark though, and with that in mind, T1 all being mid. Looks like XctN will be able to get the side bounties and secure all 4 of them for themselves if Yaha wants to go in up to the high ground he will. So they get the bounties, XctN.
Yeah, well, 4. That was actually pretty big for them.
Yeah.
I feel like that move
good
by
catch-up.
Yeah, T1 maybe making a little bit of a overzealous move, wanting to really hit on the tower rather than doing some type of different objective there. Because they don't need to jump
He's going to find connection with the Echo Slam rolling thunder. They'll be able to burst down the Queen of Pain. But look, combo, they turn around. Avalanche up to Miracle. Miracle's in trouble. He's been false promise, but he's taken a hell of a lot of damage. They've lost the Shaker. They're almost certainly going to lose Miracle as well, and they will. That Sonic Wave bursts him out. Over to Yokam they go. They've found 3. They're trying to hold them back with that tornado, but he's diving forward, Palos. Just have to be a little wary as he's taking damage from the Spirit Vessel and the Cold Snap underneath the tower, but he will live. XctN should take that. Okay, you see, he sticks around. Berev manages to equal the playing field a bit, does drop out the tip straight away. But all things said there, that was actually a very nice turnaround from XctN. They got him with that Soulbind combo and immediately burst 2 of the T1 members down very low. The fight, not quite over yet though. Swashbuckle hits onto the trip and the tornado. That's going to be a dead Grimstroke for sure. As R comes crashing down to his death. All kicking off in the mid lane as T1, after the end of all that action, have ended up being back in position to finish off the tier 1 tower, so they will get it. Despite losing a few heroes in that first bit of a brawl.
Middle tower has fallen.
Middle tower has fallen.
Wow, that was an interesting. I had to like rethink about like all that because that was just an interesting series of events. They got the double edge, right? I believe
that's what it was.
On him. Yeah. So he got just blown up there at the start of it. Wasn't from Ben-Hur though. So that's a little bit costly for him, but yeah, pretty good chase forward by them. Just that glyph play at the end was pretty much what sealed the deal for them to actually win the fight. Palos, he goes a little too far, pops his blood right down, pops his blood rage, and then they glyph the creep wave. So he can't heal up off in, and they can clean him up. Did look like a pretty successful fight until that point though, but now Miracle goes, he backs up, and he's back to his farming ways.
I know he's going to have a bit of a poker tin down here, but nothing more. Sonic Wave still 15 seconds before that's at the ready. The whole of XctN are behind him. Should be pretty aware though, T1, with the outpost being taken, and he does play quite safe.
They do know that he still has it, especially because it wasn't losing the last one, even though it's been probably about the time that it would be the cooldown anyway, but they do have to be careful about just chain locking him down. They do have only the 1 point in that Phantom Embrace that we did see preventing the Sunder last time. But a significant amount of burst damage.
And we go. T1 bringing in the backup. They want to fight. See if they can get it started. Frev clipping BHM with the swashbuckle. XctN are going to play this smart. They don't want to take a fight yet.
Back it up. You forced every single TP. Go push out your lane to get that extra farm. They're getting close to a big item, at least on the Queen of Pain, that Orchid. Since they know now that Miracle has gone for the SNY build, he can actually get with the silence once the Orchid does come out, unless the Oracle's behind him, double ways to dispel it. But that can be a pretty big pickup as they're still lingering around. They still have that ward, that vision of the TB.
Let's see what they can get here. If they can get that jump up top. They're looking for Ben-Hur, T1. He's already making his way back to the base though, and they don't have any high ground vision here. They're not going to go out. They'll have a little check in the trees, but won't catch him. Ben-Hur's already way out of there. And that's space, Execration. Yeah, we're taking this tier 2 tower.
The direst elements are pelting.
Is that the Yasha? Okay. I mean, the Bloodseeker is actually keeping up. I mean, not keeping up entirely, but doing a pretty decent job of keeping himself in the running.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He doesn't have any kills really under his name, so that's impressive. Quite 0, 2, 3. He beat all the 3 kills, and he's only at 1,500 behind. I think that's pretty good for Palos there.
Yeah, could certainly be worse. As I said, the whole engagement around the mid was definitely a point where you really could have expected to see T1 just jump very far ahead, but Execration found some stuff from it. Now they're getting the items done. He's got the money for his Orchid, so he can start to really try and mess with Miracle. Obviously with this stat build, there's no Manta involved, there's no BKB at the moment. Miracle will have no quick way to save himself. He's going to have to purely rely on Yokam being behind him, ready with the responses to make sure that he's able to get the chance to sunder in these fights.
Yeah, Execration pretty much has to. The thing is that, like, it's, you know, we were talking a lot about how T1 was doing fantastic. It's 14-5. We did mention Execration. They still have a very fast and strong lineup about just the burst damage, right? If they are able to get on top of these targets, they will likely just kill them in one shot. And they do now have, you know, they do have multiple forms of initiation with their lineup to get to the back line, to get on top of that Oracle. If they get the silence on the Oracle and they can jump the front line with the Centaur, that could be massive for them. They have a lot of different ways that they can still take these fights. And we saw that Soulbind, something not to laugh at all. If you are too close versus a Centaur with the 4 points and double edge, I mean, it's pretty crazy how much damage that will actually do.
Absolutely, yeah. If you're close enough, you're taking double instance of it with the AoE from the target next. Yeah, it's insane.
Very tanky Terrorblade though now in these last few moments. He's finished up the Dragonlance, finised up his SNY, and found a Pupil's Gift. So his HP pool went from like 1,100 all the way up to like 2,200 in these last few moments.
Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna have a fair bit of burst to get through. You're gonna need the Sonic Wave, the whole combo.
Well, they're actually going
from 100 to 0.
Straight into Roshan. They'll kill this one way too fast for Execration to respond.
Yeah, and only just being popped to go for it. There's still a bit of time where they could walk down and maybe start knocking on the tier 2 tower with it. We'll see them starting to head over. I mean, the Execration is going to suspect that something's up, but you're right. No chance to get her in time. The Sages will be miracles.
Even fighting in that area is just scary. You're playing versus Pango. That's like the one area where Pango, well, one of the best areas for Pango to just ruin your aggressive move because you just can't walk in properly. Still smoked. They might maybe try to get something.
I mean, they know that his meta's coming to an end, but still, they've got to find the backlines. They're going for the long wraparound. Nice move here. See where they can catch up. But in your dream, he's under the Ghost Ward. He's ready for the counterplay if required as they turn. Fisher out onto Ben-Hur. The whole move has been put to a stop. BHM posts the Stampede in an attempt to get out to the side. Going to clip him though. And he's left behind by the rest of his team. He's fairly tanky with the pipe, but nowhere near tanky enough to last any more than a few seconds against the full lineup of T1 as BHM will go down.
Good wrap around again though. Ben-Hur, I feel like he jumped the gun. I think he just jumped in onto them before his tiny and everything was in particular in range to get the initial setup. He wants to have a stun jump with him. He could wait like a quarter second for them to go too, but I think he just went a little too early. The rest of his buddies were not near enough to be able to follow up properly, and now he will be safe, but they won't be able to get that big benefit of maybe popping or winning a team fight versus an Aegis team, which is pretty huge. Now they're gonna have to, yeah, about 45 seconds. Metamorphosis is gonna back up. They're gonna have to just defend rather than make an aggressive move.
Yeah, I mean, do you imagine T1 are going to try and go high ground with the next meta, or is there no need to be that full with the high ground push?
It depends on where their lanes are. Bottom is pretty crap right now, so they have to push up bottom. So maybe just a little bit more time before they can, or they I mean, this could just be a farming game. They don't really need to rush anything, like we were talking about earlier. Their lineup scale is insanely hard. Like this Terrorblade is the king of the game if he gets to a point.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Miracle's happy to sit back, getting that butterfly queued up. He's going to be well on his way to that with the Eagle Song funds pretty much complete.
Jeez, I mean that's okay. I thought maybe he was going to do something like a heart because he had the ring from earlier from laning phase. Just all he really has to worry about burst damage, but I mean Butterfly is definitely just better, of course.
Yeah, and I guess he's sort of done the maths. He just feels confident that what are the odds they are going to do 2k damage to me straight up before I can Sunder, or Oracle's going to come in with the false promise. And
by heart, I meant Satanic, sorry. Yeah, I mean, he has the Oracle behind him, and then he has gonna have Vlad. So I feel like him just going for this, like, right-click standard ground build is gonna be best, because he can actually just lifesteal during the false promise if they do go for him, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, because, essentially, by having more damage, you're just making yourself more likely to live.
Exactly. Yeah, you're just gonna be pumping with the Vlad's aura, and eventually he will, he will go for a Satanic, so he'll just have that crazy amount of sustain to survive through that burst.
No, a bit of an iron loss there for Benno. I mean, he didn't have the BKB yet, but it's still a club down for a couple of minutes and a half there as Polisson was able to get the courier snipe in mid. We'll see who's going to force back, because XctN, they're going on the tier 2s. You can see one there taking the tier 2 as well, and when it comes to the high ground, they're going to have to respond and help to defend against the Terrorblade.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to push way faster. Did you notice the your dream has queued up, by the way? Throwback to Thompson.
Oh, the Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, dude.
I like it. I mean, he wants to hit towers, right? He knows that they're strong. He's able to get some Meteor Hammer setups.
I prefer he goes to Solar Crest. He has a Terrorblade on his team. It's all about the 4 Protect 1, right? And this, I think that's the most valuable item you can get on the Invoker. I don't know, 4 staff or something. You're
saving the money.
Of the
he might
saving the money, so.
Yeah. He might be teasing his teammates. They're able to bring Miracle down kind of low, but there's the boss bombers coming out. Brett's in with the Rolling Thunder already. The Tiny down onto the side. Brett focusing towards Zaha. They've gone for the Rupture on him. Brett still holding his ground. In your dream able to cover him with the Tornado. Indicator's out onto 2. Suddenly used the previous down a little bit lower. LeBlanc is out onto the 3 of them. Miracle's going to keep on standing here. Still has the Aegis. He's just punching them with his butterfly, pushing them back. Kills off RR. Buys back immediately on the Grimstroke. The damage certainly being done. They still want to try and fight on forwards. Quick heals onto Miracle. They finish off the Tiny, as that is Yahar dieback. 60 seconds out of the game. They don't get the ranks, but they do so much damage here to the team. They hold their lead. They're ready to look towards the other lanes to push them in once again. And I think he heard you as he's picking up the Solar Crest. He's picking up the Solar Crest log.
I mean, it's the absolute best item. When you're running a 4 Protect 1 draft, it's Invoker now. When you have like an Invoker, there's just, your item choices are, being honest, they're pretty awful. You just don't have the best choices anymore because Aghanim is just kind of meh. There's nothing really to gain. So going this type of build where you're just a kind of like this better support is just awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of that.
Miracle's certainly going to be happy with that Solar Crest buff. He's going to feel pretty invincible in these fights. We saw there. Trying to take it down here. He's able to jump out in time before the root connects initially. Still gets clipped by the swashbuckle. Palos is going with the Rupture, laying down the Blood Rise. Moving Infamous. He's going to try for forever. He's got a lot of backup. On the side, Benno is able to get onto Palos, stop the Shaker from being able to initiate. And Correct, he will go down. They get the kill on the Pango. Jump forward again from Ben Hur. They've got the vision here, blocking off Paulison as the Stroke of Fate connects. Execration, they're going to be able to get over onto T1's half of the map and instantly kill off 2 of them.
Nice aggressive move there. Catching them off guard when they didn't have everything available yet. No meta, no Echo Slam. Very good aggressive move. I was a little worried for Ben Hur because he did that, he did that thing again when he jumped a little too aggressively. I thought maybe there's a chance he gets combo down. Yeah. But they actually get a successful fight there, and now Centaur has a Blink Dagger. So an easier form of initiation. Don't have to just depend on their Tiny. And I guess Ben Hur was jumping in and starting the fight.
Yeah, they've got a lot of ways to get him. And catch out.
Still such a problem. Like this Terrorblade, you're seeing he can just hold his ground. Like, they can throw all these spells on him, but they have to get on top of Yoka. He doesn't have to false promise every time. He can just throw a Fate's Edict. He has the Dispel from the Fortune's End to protect as well too. So they have to go for simultaneous initiations and get that back line when they do jump Miracle.
Just 1,500. So the full satanic will upon him. So I'd imagine they're going to be happy to just make sure that Miracle's protected, get that item done. They go hunting again. Creation House Palace's farm, looking, he's nearly got the Manta style done. So when it comes to killing this Terrorblade, the damage is a little lacking from Execration. They really have to commit every single spell in the book on him to kill off Miracle.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see that he's going for the Manta on Palace, but you can understand it. There's so many different things that he has to deal with once his BKB is gone. You know, cold snaps, your reflection, your disarms that are going to be come out from both of them, the Aura as well as the Pango. So you can understand why he is going for that.
Oh my god. Smoke up, they've hit them with the scan.
The Dire's
See if BHM can get the jump.
Can its end be
Illusion that
drawing
they'll
nigh?
pass by. Miracle is here on the front of it. They do have the high ground. Who's going to make the jump first? Though Miracle steps in. They get the commitment on the back lines. BHM, he's trying to burst down Imagery, but Imagery's able to get away with the Ghost Wall. The Sonic Wave pushes back the two of them. They'll silence and kill the Oracle. They turn over towards the Invoker. Imagery, he's surrounded. He gets out for Ben Hand. Miracle just stands his ground though. He's ready to fight back. He doesn't need the Invoker. He doesn't need the Oracle. As he'll just fight, push them all away. Yaha, he steps back in rage. He's a madman. As the damage from this Terrorblade is going to kill him off. It's a double for Miracle. As Miracle at this point, he doesn't need his team. He's happy to just fight alone. It doesn't matter that they lose three of them. Terrorblade's still at full HP. Oh, he's got the catch.
Stops the TP.
Does he? I mean, Miracle's coming over. And if Polison's able to get in, he's got the Yules and the Blink in 5 seconds. So is BHM. BHM's out to the side, into the darkness of the trees. And he'll manage to make it away. So, I mean, Execration, they're not doing bad in these fights. They're getting kills. It's just the problem that Terrorblade just never takes any damage at all.
Yeah, that was literally exactly what they should do in the fights. That was like pretty much perfect. I was a little bit worried about the Bloodseeker not rupturing. They got the Soulbind on 2 pretty good targets, but he held it for the Pango ult, got it onto 4-up, forced him to cancel the Rolling Thunder right away. Killed the Oracle right away too. Yeah, it was a kind of a perfect wraparound, but seeing that Miracle is just a bit too much for them to deal with, they're gonna have to maybe just fully isolate him next time to be able to bring him down.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard though. I mean, he's got the Dream Items as well.
He's got the sliver.
Resistance. Yeah.
You got the sliver with the SNY Satanic. Are you kidding me?
So what was it out up to? Status resistance, he's got what, 53%. 53% of status resistance with this build. Halving every sort of debuff you can throw at him.
You got the Holy Trinity, whatever you want to call it. There's the 3.
Feels good when you have these items.
Under attack.
And he has an Oracle.
Very good.
So he's got like the extra save behind him too. That is very ideal for them. But we see Execration. I mean, they're keeping it close.
Yeah,
they
are.
And are building up that network. It's really just that 4 protected one from T1 that's standing out. That Miracle.
And if Execration can continue to kill everyone apart from Miracle, I mean, Miracle's never going to be able to just walk all the way down mid and end the game on his own. I mean, maybe he is. We'll see.
Maybe he is.
For the most part, if Execration can just keep killing everyone else, it's going to at least make it very hard for Miracle to finish the game for his team. As they do find his courier. That's Miracle's Crystallis knocked out of the game. A long old time of 3 minutes as well, so no further of a spike up for the power of this Terrorblade.
How close is Invoker's still pretty far from 20. I think that might be one of the next ones. I see him, yeah, he was queuing up the tomes, so I figure he wants to get that Alacrity online ASAP. That Alacrity talent.
Storm doors in place.
And he's absolutely the hope of throwing it out onto Miracle before he dies himself. Getting all the buffs provided. Mid lane, the tier 2's taking hits from the Siege Creep. And T1 they'll pop out and finish this off.
They just glyphed on Execration. That could actually allow T1 to maybe choose if they want to go and
what were they trying to glyph for?
I'm not sure. That's a pretty scary glyph. Those tier 2 glyphs when you're playing versus this type of push lineup really scares me.
Miracle's got the meta. I mean, sure, he hasn't got his Crystallis, but I mean, he's got everything else. I don't think he cares.
They have to come back and react. You can't give too much time for this. Okay, so they do all back up. So okay, at least the glyph isn't. They don't, T1 isn't able to take advantage of that glyph was used on the outer tower. But now they do have to all back up and reset, which will probably lose them a bit of that net worth that they were trying to catch back up in. Oh, that's scared the hell. Whenever I see those tier 2 glyphs as part of the game, I'm like, the top,
especially against this
the number one teams, like the number one teams with the they'd probably just go high ground right there. You know, like a secret would just be like, what the hell? Like, boom. You have to be very careful about those. But Roche is now up, so that looks like it'll be on the docket for T1, and they kill it very easy. They can just commit the 2 heroes in there as well. These 2 can do it by themselves easily.
And it's, you know, it's going to pay off this safe play as well, because Miracle's just buying time for minute 20. He'll have the Chrysalis, and he'll also have the money to just complete the Daedalus. But he comes out the pit there. They don't want to commit to finishing it straight away, and now XctN are fully aware of what's going on. We'll see if they can make some sort of counterplay. Yep, that T1 they're scared. They don't want to try and finish this whilst XctN are around.
Such as Dire's courier.
Earthshaker just showed his positioning too when he killed that courier, so they're fully, I mean, they probably knew anyway, but now you're fully aware exactly where they are standing for a moment. So both sides claiming their non-respective high grounds.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Oh my.
T1 is I feel like there's definitely room for them to go back in. Yeah, back in. XctN.
They're gonna pop the meta. They're forcing it.
There we go. They was just trying to do it as quick as they can. But they got the kill! Oh no, they didn't. Oh, I got confused then because they're playing the other side of the map. I was like, dude, that tree just killed Roche. No. No, they didn't. But it's got both goes away at T1. That would have been a hyper sell if Yahal was able to snipe that tree. But he did not. He did not, alas. He did not. The damage for the Terrorblade far too much. Miracle gets the kill, gets the Aegis, and he's now ready to start pushing at the base for the rest of this meta. They're going to have to respond to this one XctN.
And look at him go. 500 damage. Look at the poor tower. All right. Next.
Oh no. And there's fortification.
No glyph.
2 minutes still.
That's what I'm talking about. You can.
I mean, hey, you know, that was the big brain players. You said maybe, you know, they didn't need to rush it because the cooldown is that long. They could play in a way that they get Roche, and then they're still able to abuse the fact that the glyph was used on that tier 2. They still have that window.
Yeah, definitely a pretty big hurt there for XctN. That gives a little bit of breathing room, a little bit more gold, at least in particular for T1. That for the other heroes that haven't been getting as much since Miracle's pretty much taking everything. And seeing some pretty big items queued up. Hex queued up for the Invoker, Pango. Going for a Basher next, it's gonna be nice.
That's completely the Basher. It's gonna cause some issues. Trying to get this butterfly on Palos. He's very close to having it, but XctN, oh, he's gonna commit as well. All righty.
Oh, okay.
No money for buyback, just going in. He's going in.
So this helps him a little bit to survive more with that butterfly, standing toe-to-toe with the Terrorblade, but doesn't help him really at all of dealing the damage to the Terrorblade, which I feel like they're kind of lacking.
That's true. I mean, what would you go in that sense? Something like would you Abyssal or an MKB?
I'm unsure, to be totally honest. I think this probably is the best one because they can achieve. He can actually stand toe-to-toe for a little bit longer. Otherwise, he's just gonna get eviscerated if he can't stand toe-to-toe.
Centaur BHM trying for a deep initiation. Miracle's going to start pushing him back, but Houston's there into the avalanche. But look at his status resist. He's hardly stunned for any time until the Soulbind is still there though. Ben Hurt coming in with the BKB. Yahar staying on top of Paulson. Paulson tries to TP out, but Ben Hurt clips him with the Sonic Wave. Gets the kill on the Shaker. Buyback immediately from Paulson as he wishes to return the puck. Miracle turns over towards Yahar. Another stun comes out. Miracle being ignored. XctN, they're trying to deal with the rest of the lineup. BKB's out from Palos. Rolling Thunder from Forev comes in. They're able to turn. Palos gets the rupture, forcing Forev to cancel Rolling Thunder for now.
Palos.
He's got the tornado. Miracle closing the gap. They force him to the side. They're also able to glimmer him. Palos will live. They turn with the silence onto Miracle. XctN. Unfortunately going to have a pause here.
It looks like I think maybe Pelosin was lagging or something because he had the blink up to actually get the jump on the Bloodseeker, and he just walked for an extra like second and a half and then got jumped by Centaur. So I believe some of them on the Radiant side are lagging. I thought for sure the Bloodseeker was going to get detonated there on the creep wave because the Earthshaker had blink and echo ready if he wanted to go for it.
Yeah, big saves from RL with the glimmer. They just didn't have detection on the front line, so he's able to sneak away. But I mean, you can really see that XctN, they're definitely taking the fights in the right way, aren't they? They're just running at everyone. They're just sort of trying to scatter the backline of T1 away from Miracle. But the problem is that T1 at this point with their items, they're just able to keep at a distance, avoid those sort of jumps. And Miracle, whilst in the midst of it all, he is able to stay on top of them still and still just punch them so darn hard with the design build and with the amount that he has.
Yeah. Right now, XctN's kind of on full retreat at the moment.
Yeah.
As Earthshaker has everything available, and he uses his buyback. They're going to lose their Grimstroke very quickly, and I believe that is actually going to be that's all they lose, which is very surprising. So
no, not a bad escape. No, not bad at all.
One for one
problem is
exchange and a buyback.
Miracle is going to be prepared to hit the high ground once more, and they don't have Sonic Wave, they don't have Stampede, so it's a little bit of a timing where T1 could abuse this, with Miracle having the meta ready to go. Also pretty much with a full heart complete to add to his inventory.
That makes sense. This game, like I was mentioning earlier, all that damage, the first damage that is out. Interesting to put it that he picked up spider legs instead of the Titan.
That's true, yeah. Favoring the spider legs. I mean, you know why that is? It's effectively an extra slot, right? You don't need a slot for boots anymore. So you can be truly 7th slotted, but still have good movement speed.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just nice also. He has like fissure. He can walk over to the fissure and stuff like that. There's a couple things you can play around with it, but yeah, definitely the slot statement is a big one.
Another deep toss back. He has got that Aegis, of course. They'll burst through at the once.
Nice.
He's able to go for round 2. He's pretty deep away from the rest of his team. Polison's looking for the chance to get a good jump in with the Echo. Sierra holds on to it, throws out the picture first onto Palos. Miracle turns, punching into Palos with the meta, ready to go. They get the... Trying his best to hide. The illusions are out for it. Charging in with the Rolling Thunder. Yaha still living for now. They turn Rocher's theirs. They have to cancel the Rolling Thunder. And again, Execration. They're keeping themselves alive here. Only RR going down. But of course, he's able to take the objectives. The bottom racks are cleaned up. T1 do get what they came for.
Oh my God.
To turn around and fight. Illusions out on the BHM. The crits come in. Wow. Miracle takes another. And continues to show that he very much has this game under control, as hard as Execration fighting, as well as they're doing in terms of keeping the overall game very close. There's only a 2k gold difference in it. Miracle's still getting the job done.
Yeah, I mean, he just literally holds his ground, and during all of it too, they're just holding Echo Slam. Polison the whole time is very patient, waiting for like the perfect opportunity to jump forward. But yeah, it's really Miracle just getting buffed up by his teammates and able to hold his ground like this is pretty insane. Like 4,000 HP, and he's even if he's in the worst position possible at tier 4s, they still couldn't do anything about it.
See Miracle at the moment sitting on a very nice 800 GPM already. Before the base has been taken. And yeah, the spider legs, they're just speeding up the farm that much more as well, being able to cross over terrain. I mean, honestly, I'm a little surprised he's holding on to the treads. So I did make some money. Get those treads sold. You don't need those anymore, my friend. I'm
sure waiting to see what tier 4 items, right?
Oh, that's true. That's true. I don't know, but what sort of tier 4 would you be happy to swap it out for? I guess something like a leveler.
Illusion.
Right,
they have Illusionist, Cape, and Leveler. Yeah, those are the two biggest ones. But the Cape, you can play around it, right? Just keep both. Just pop your Cape, swap it back in, you get to go for the fight.
Amid, they've got the catch on to Tiny. Sunstride's coming in, will be saved as he's forced to the side. Forces out, and the Glimmer from RR allowed to get away from this, so they don't actually manage to blow up Yaha. Execration doing another good job of just getting out of harm's way. Holding the high ground, that's where they look to take the fight. Didn't go too well on the side lanes. Let's see if they're able to make anything happen different in the mid when it comes in. It's Ben-Hur trying to skip creeps, get out on the map. Hex is very close to being done.
And he has a Timeless Relic, which is amazing. And they have a Grimstroke, so double Hex. This could be one of the big things that allows him to actually get better fights to control that terribly. But now he's spotted. They're TPing.
They're all heading down. He's got to get out of there. He's got to run. He's going to blink. Oh, Polison tried. But Ben-Hur goes for sort of the double bluff. Goes for the deep blink rather than a blink back.
Bounty.
As back to the base he heads. That's the Hex done for T1 in your dream. He's ready with it. Of course, Neutral Light and White having that spell prism. Pretty much, well, no, without a doubt, the best one for an Invoker.
Definitely. Yeah.
Even at tier 4, I don't think you get much better on an Invoker. Maybe the time
the tornado. He went the tornado cooldown
talent.
instead of the alacrity. Yeah, I was a bit intrigued by that.
Oh, that is surprising. That is.
When they're running a 4 protect 1, right? Like,
yeah. I guess, he just doesn't want Miracle to take all the glory. He doesn't want to make Miracle any stronger.
I mean, he's 8-1-9. He's like, I'm owning it anyway.
Yeah. He's like, Miracle doesn't need it. He doesn't need a buffed up alacrity. I'll just play around with the extra tornado.
These next few moments for XctN, I feel, are actually pretty difficult for them to get out of the base. So Terrorblade with Illusion Escape is actually pretty insane because you're just able to push out lanes, all the lanes. You can send your Conjure Image to one, send another Conjure Image, and then you send your Illusion Escape to the other one. So it's really tough to actually get outside of the base properly. Wait, what do you do with the Escape?
By who?
Miracle doesn't have it anymore. Oh, the Oracle's hanging on to it for him, I guess. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, why does he hang on to it?
I don't know.
Miracle's got slots.
He's like, I don't want this to complicated.
Miracle's like, hold this for me. I support. I do not want to hold this item.
We pass it off to me.
Carry it.
Thank you. Okay, so Queen of Fate Ben-Hur, there we go. He switched the item decision, actually, to go for AC so they can hold the ground, I guess, versus that TB. I'm okay with that, too. So they can actually fight him, since that he's really the big problem to deal with. And he has a 25, so he has the Scream Fear.
Wait, dude. Wait, no, it doesn't work like that, does it? I was trying to think big brain play. You know when you swap neutrals into your backpack and it obviously has the cooldown. If he takes his spider legs out and then Oracle puts the neutral item on him, does it have the cooldown or is it instantly active?
No, so
it does still have the
Yep.
Because then that...
Unless there's a bot.
Still though, it reduces the APM, right? He only has to drag it out. Top, they get the jump. It's 2-man who's got pick up the Sonic Blade. First line of both the hero needs to get on as well. They found the Oracle. They found the Shaker. Oracle has to pulse punish himself. Miracle pops the Metamorphosis. Starts to beat in onto Palace. Palace getting low. Pops the Manta. He's still alive. He's trying to run with the tornado from him. Palace goes down. It's 2 for 2. T1 getting the bigger kills though. Sunstrike gives the visitors one and found him in the trees. They've got the tiny. T1 will find a third. As Miracle still with a good amount of meta to play with, could look to run up to the high ground, force out at least some of these buybacks from XctN. They do have 2 available. There's one of them from Yaha.
Playing versus Pango Basher, it's just the roll of the dice, right? You see the Bloodseeker, he pops BKB, he's like, I'm good, I'm out of here. Oh god, the bash. He gets him, they get him. And that was the jump, right? XctN, they got both supports. The Tiny though, I believe that the Lotus tossed the Tiny away when he tossed them, so he wasn't actually on the top of them, but he got his combo. That was the ideal target, but just Miracle just holds his ground.
Refresh the shard. I mean, there's 2 people that want it there. They are going to give it to Miracle. Give him a second round of meta if he needs it.
Oh, does he have the Ags?
Oh, the Ags! Oh, I've never seen that.
Refresh. The double the shoes went to fear them. Twice.
Oh, double fear. I've never seen this before, but it sounds pretty good.
Since the change, when it got changed to when you can click it.
Well, did the TB actually buy the Ags, or did you just get it from Roche in that game? I've never seen the TB farm it.
I think he bought it like 2nd or 3rd item.
Oh, dang.
It was real early. Yeah, it was really wild. I think it was Skipped or something. I can't remember, honestly. It was like a month or 2 ago. But yeah,
right,
Ags finished.
There we go. Okay. I mean, that's a long fear, is it? 3.75 seconds on the fear. All right, let's see. I mean, good luck trying to push him off your towers when he's just going to be able to push you straight away.
Good luck focus firing him. They couldn't kill him before. How are they going to kill him when he's able to fear them away?
Trying to poke for him the first. Already outside of it. They're trying to get a wrap around Yaha. He was looking for the backlines, but the backlines jump on him. As he's dead without buyback for 100 seconds. Ben-Hur outside the bets, having to pop the BKB, throw the dag right back. Linking into the high ground to play around with Pollison. He's got the detection as well as the Sonic Blade. It's all right there. Jump off the BKB. 2-man into the rupture. It's a great jump from XctN. The buyback's coming out from In Your Dream as Palace is running down Yokow. The Oracle is dead, the Pango will get popped. As XctN, they're doing it again, they're killing everyone. Miracle is still untouchable. They have to ignore this Terrorblade or get away from him. Miracle's heading over Paulson. He's looking for the control, but the fear pushes back Paulson in time to stop any stun coming in. Doesn't matter though for Red and Yokam. They're ready and waiting with the Fortune's Head into the Rolling Thunder. Ben will go down. But this was 3 buybacks from T1. There is a buyback available on Ben-Hur. They did use a lot. They used Master, obviously, but Miracle, still got a refresher shard. So even if it comes to an end, you can pop it, go for a second round and Master to finish the game.
You better pop the meteor first, though.
It's a massive range as well. Yeah, look at it. Back to the fountain. Miracle. It'll clean up this bit of the road to get to the last moment he has silence. Miracle as well, the empty out. Quick Palace, he's out of mana. Son. Miracle's back up to full HP. Palace, got the man, he's glimmered. He's heading out of there. As Miracle, he's just ignoring them. He's starting to hit onto the towers. He's going to be a little bit scared now, though. Time's coming back in. They get the Rooster onto him. Nuke as well, the Palace he's in. Echo Slam onto the 2 of them. Both RR and Ben-Hur caught on the back front. Again, there was a soul bite. The 2 of them. Ben-Hur, big focus, but he's at the BKB. Jump out. Yahar comes in with the avalanche. Miracle trying to punch through. More Paulson. He's getting low. The tornado gives him coverage as it sends BHM and Palace up into the sky. It's a dead sensor, but he's got buyback. BHM is in for a second round of this one. As Miracle heads in, still hasn't used the refresher shard, and Satanic's back in 10 seconds. Palace, he's done a decent amount of damage, and Yahar, he's coming with the jump. They're able to take the engine off of BHM, but Ben-Hur, they're looking on the backlines. They managed to jump in onto the Oracle. Yokam dead without buyback, and then Miracle, they can all focus their efforts towards it, but Ben-Hur, he's still continuing to focus on pushing on one of the rest of them, keeping Paulson for him, and Ingridream busy, while the rest of XctN kill off Miracle. Ben-Hur, with the aggressive blink, it paid off perfectly. It gives the rest of them the time to get the big old kill, and now XctN, they're even trying to chase for more. As BHM jumps in, he's got Stampede up in 10 seconds. T1 have to escape this. But XctN, they are holding there, and an admirable attempt there from Ben-Hur to jump forward and get the space to kill off Miracle. It pays off. Miracle is dead.
They finally get him, but at quite a cost as their base is in shambles. Mega creeps are now coming in. The whole map is going to be open for T1 to respawn impatiently. Look, they did get the kill.
Look at Palace's money. He could buy a big old item, and they did kill him. If he gets something, and I don't know if he wants to go Rapier. I mean, I feel like maybe you do.
You have to, I feel.
Stampede just being used to get them out of there. Sunstruck not going to catch BHM. Yeah, he's got to do it right.
Okay, he's going to go the Abyss, so that's the other option. It's either Rapier or actually being able to like just chain stun and lock down that Terrorblade.
Sure, I guess, yeah, but he's got so much status resist. I just want to see the damage, you know. Get a Rapier online, have that True Strike.
Exactly.
Maybe he'll change his mind.
I kind of wanted it too.
Let's see. He's going there.
Because they have...
Yeah, he changed his mind!
Yes!
Yeah, Palos, he knows! That's what you got to do. You got to get the Rapier.
You're mega creeped, right?
Yeah, you're not
mega creeped versus
Terrorblade.
Let's go. All right, I'm down.
Yeah. And if they take that fight like they did, you know, the last fight, like they're gonna be able to hold. XctN can hold this.
Let's look at the script really quick. So Grimstroke finishes Axe next fight, right? So he needs about what? 1,800 gold. If he gets that Axe and he turns, you know, that we've seen what that illusion can do. He gets to TB.
Yeah, what, TB with 150% outgoing damage.
And if it's like a BKB, you're immune to damage. It's pretty nice.
Yeah,
can't just get disarmed and stuff.
Magical.
Yep. Still some time till that can happen, but you know, if there is a chance for XctN to come back in this one, it's got to be something along those lines, where it's going to be the Grimstroke getting an Axe, but very unlikely for them to come back in this one. This Terrorblade is just still far too much of a monster. He now has MKB finished, and they look like they want to close this one out. They're just running it down mid with all creep waves pushing in.
Now let's see how much power he's able to do with the Rapier. Let's see what he can get accomplished.
They gotta do something.
He's ready to try and end it. BHM's gonna be in with the jump. Starting to poke at the Terrorblade. Jump forward as well from Ben-Hur, pushing him back with the fear. Yahar, he's been well. Merrick's gonna pop the BKB. He's gonna look to turn and focus onto the tiny money. He's being grimmed. They're bringing him out to the side, and Yahar, he's gonna be able to walk this one away. He'll live. Miracle, he doesn't care. He's not going for the kills. He's going for the objectives. As tier 4 will slowly but surely die to the illusions. As there it goes, even getting denied there. I mean, Aha knows that it's gone. They're onto the edge, they've got to make a jump. They go in the first bit, it pushed to the back.
Look at it.
Such a long bit as well. It's
five.
pushing the back, giving them all the time to hit the edge. But now, Benner's in with the jump. Looking to get in and comboing him down. But the Miracle, he's got the BKB ready to go. He popped the refreshing charge. A second round of it. And with that BKB Ampere, he's looking to finish it along. Turns over towards BHM. Over back towards the Ancient. Palace, he's trying to get it with the BKB. But Palace is taking so much damage. Besides is there. They've got the false promise to keep a Miracle safe and alive. Paulson dropping the echo onto Ben-Hur. Miracle's able to clean up. Triple kill for the Terrorblade. And this game should be coming to an abrupt end. This Ancient will fall. As the Miracle Terrorblade, far too much of a beast at the end of the day for Execration to deal with. Despite Execration's excellent efforts though in the fights, they were behind, and this Terrorblade was pretty much a couple of items ahead of anyone on.
Halo teman-teman, halo. Sorry aku gak ngobrol tadi, soalnya lagi makan. Bagian aku gak iso ngobrol ini. Apa jenenge? Iyalah itu. Kecilin aja suara HP-nya. Foref, Jokem, Miracle. Haiki, YD, anjay, YD. Dia bawa ini ya tadi ya, Rapier ya, BS-nya. Nggak tahu aku, tidak memperhatikan. Terus dia ambil apa? Menunggu game kedua, anjay, kedua. Saya tak boleh aneh. Carinya dulu. Cek kalian sama ini sama ini ya, apa namanya, Virtus ya kalau nggak salah, atau sama ini not fun bos, sudah selesai kayaknya. Not fun, not fun. Not fun, sudah selesai. Iya dong, langsung turun dong. Keluar wajahku langsung pada turun dong, langsung pada kabur dong. Apa sih judulnya gitu turnamennya? Apa? Astaga lali aku, One Esports. Cek lobby. Singapura. Udah 10/10, sebentar lagi. Asalnya ngendi mas? Asalnya Jombang, Jawa Timur. Ngopi sik lur. Permangan pedesel, ngopi wae enak sumpah. Sorry ya rek, aku gak iso nge-cash, soalnya gak iso bahasa Indonesia. Mending ngene ae ya. Mending ngene wae. Iyalah bos. Nek orang medok gak bahasa Indonesia lah, kasihan yang nonton lain. Kalau pakai bahasa Indonesia nggak medok lah ya, nggak ketoro nek wong Jawa ngono lho. Jadi biar ada bedanya sama yang lain. Sebelumnya aku ada sih di channelku, biasanya di sana, tapi karena di sana bukan fanbase-nya Dota, kalau aku di sana ya sepi. Nah, akhirnya nyoba yang ini. Pantes. Hanif ya, ya sama-sama Hanif namanya ya. Aku ya Hanif. Sama-sama Hanif guys. Iki idene piro sih? Jangan-jangan nggak iso nonton aku. Jadi ketokno rankku Ishin. Mending kuli iso ngerti. Gak apa-apa Mas, ngekas nganggo kromo inggil. Nggih nek kromo inggil aku gak begitu bisa. Istriku yang bisa kromo inggil nih. Sinilah, gak masuk kameranya. Kalau istriku dia bisa kromo inggil.
Sugeng dalu pamirsa.
Ya wis ngono tok. Soalnya aku asli Jawa Tengah cuma lama di Jawa Timur. Geser yang. Lama di Jawa Timur, lama di Jombang. Berarti ya bahasanya bahasa Surabayaan. Bahasa Jawa Tengah rodok-rodok lali wisan. Kok gak ono musik ya? Entek lagi bakule musik iki. Delay. Aku Kebumen Mas. Oh iya berarti pada Jawa Tengah. Asik sip Mas. Ya jangan lupa dibantu share-nya, like-nya, subscribe-nya guys. Ini daripada nganggur kan di rumah. Sama-sama suka nonton Dota kan sama istriku ini. Berhubung tadi nyari T1 nggak ada, ya wis lah kita lihat di gamenya. Karena nggak disiarin di WXC maupun di mana itu namanya apa satunya itu Liga Game ya, sama di Liga Game kan nggak ada tuh, adanya cuma di official. Belum, lobbynya masih ada, kita tunggu. Sudah 10/10. Gimana aku gak muncul viewer awak ya, wajahku muncul terus hilang ya, astagfirullahaladzim. Medok caster, iya medok caster, mantap. Ranknya immortal, anjay immortal. Crusadok. Aku gak pernah main aku cuma penghobi saja, suka ngelihat.